going on, Wolfpack? Welcome, welcome. Hope everybody's well. Already got a few viewers in here saying hello. Hope everybody has had a great 4th if you celebrate, if you're in America. If not, hope you had a great 4th anyway. We are in Green Bay. Weather is not so good. We are going to fly over to Traverse City, Michigan. We did take a cargo job. This is what we did. We took a cargo job from Green Bay and we're heading up to Traverse City. We don't have it loaded up yet. I got a couple of updates that we did offline. I did a couple of things, installed some mods, some new airport scenery, and we'll go through that real quick. We have this job, where to go? Yeah, this job here, I think we already took it. I thought we already took it. Maybe we did not. No, we didn't yet. But yeah, so we're doing this flight from Green Bay. We're bringing 390 pounds of magazines over to Traverse City, across Lake Michigan. Weather is not so great down here. I couldn't find any short hops to get any further north. I was kind of wanting to do some small airports up this way, but I didn't really find any short hops to do it, so maybe we'll fly over here. What's up, Lady May TV? Welcome, welcome in. We are going to fly over here, and then maybe we can get something up here by Mackinac Island and in the area over here in the upper Michigan, upper peninsula before we head over to Canada. But not sure if we're going to do, this flight's a short one. We're probably going to do this flight and maybe one more, just 2 short flights probably. And I have my daughter, so I did want to get a stream in, but I also have my daughter and my wife is here, so we're just trying to get a good flight in and also spend some time with the fam. So that's kind of the loose plan for today. So just a couple of updates. What we did the other night, I installed Green Bay's airport scenery. I installed a couple of the Chicago airport sceneries, so those airports will be a little bit better. I also installed our home airport of Shelbyville, Tennessee. That scenery they had available on Microsoft FlightSimTO.to. So we'll go over those when we get in the air in the cruise phase. I don't know that we're going to be able to see any scenery today given the weather, and I'll show you what I mean in a second. So we're going to go ahead. Oh, the flight attendant is here with my lunch before we even go. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. And yeah, so thank you. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and take this KTVC. We're going to take 390 pounds of magazines over to Cherry Capital in Traverse City, Michigan. The northern, I guess it's a little bit, I thought it was the northern tip. I thought it was more up here, but it's not. I'm hoping to fly up there after this one. But how's it going, Lady May? How's everything going over on the YouTube? All right, so we'll take this job. Bye.
Transporter from dispatch. It's a cargo mission today. When you check the payload in the flight plan, please release the parking brake to start.
Yeah, all right. So she's telling us what to do already.
The ground crew are loading the cargo. Stand by.
All set. Cargo's getting loaded. We only have 32 pounds right now with the amount of fuel that we have on the aircraft, and I think we're going to have enough. I think we're going to have plenty of fuel to get over there. So I might just zero this out. We might throw a little bit more weight on here. Yeah, I'm gonna put this out and we'll just pretty much max out our takeoff weight here. We'll leave it at 90. We'll be all right. I think
Transporter from dispatch. The cargo is on board. You are cleared to taxi to the runway and take off.
Thank you. I'm not ready yet. Calm down. So as you can see, we paid $5,000. I used this repaint function, and we repainted the aircraft with another livery that we own. So we had a suggestion from Malpaso in the comments while he was watching the playback that I wasn't using the correct Garmin GPS in the plane. So and that I was using it was just a better livery to use. So in order to make this work, I had to pay $5,000 to repaint the aircraft, and then you can come in here and pick whatever one you want out of the liveries. So I grabbed this, not orange and black. I grabbed this Sting. I forget what that one's called. Silver. It might be Silver Eagle or something like that. But actually, it will tell us right here. The Silver Sting. So that's the one we have now currently. That's the one that's sitting on the runway. So we have a new fresh livery with actually a new GPS in it, an updated GPS that'll actually work more like the Vision Jet, really, which I'm a little bit more familiar with. So we got to go into Microsoft Flight Simulator here. I think we're done with this for now, and we have to change out our payload a little bit. Let me put NeoFly over on the right here so I can monitor this as we put it on, but we need this to match. So we will do that. What did I do? Here we go. What's up, chat? How are you, man? Welcome. Just getting set up. We're flying out of, we landed yesterday at Green Bay, and it was nice, and today it's cloudy and rainy. So we need to add 12 pounds of, yeah, we're good now. So we needed 560. We now have 561, so you'll see here, now it's green. We got the right livery, and we got the right location. Down here, payload matches, and it's going to give us our XP for realism when we get there. So this job's worth about 9,100 bucks. We're flying about 110 miles, and we're flying across Lake Michigan over to Traverse City. That's where we're headed. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. Cargo's being loaded. This here is our new aircraft, and then this is the new airport. I did download the Green Bay Airport scenery, and the airport is going to look a lot nicer too compared to what we came into. If you compare this to yesterday's stream, it's going to look a lot better. So I improved the graphics in Microsoft Flight Simulator as well. So I think I don't know if we're going to be able to see it today because of the weather, but I think overall it's going to look pretty sharp. So, and like I said, if you remember yesterday we had the Blue Eagle, it was called. Today we have this Silver Sting. I think this is actually going to stand out in photos a little bit better too. But that's our new ride right there. So let's jump in the cockpit and rock and roll. Chilling with the family, had all the kids and grandkids. Nice, man, nice. Good to hear. It's always a good day. All right, so here's our the new cockpit. The screen is a little different, and this GPS works a lot different, and it's a little bit more intuitive than the one that we had before. I think it's going to be really good. So, all right, let's go ahead and take the chocks out. Let's go ahead and take the pitot cover off. We're all good here on all the things. Got our realism here, persist fuel, we want that. Brake failures can happen. Replace and recharge a battery if we need to, we're good. Fuel is already set by the sim. And then our cinematics if we need to bail out. Clear canopy we're using instead of the tinted one, which I think is going to actually, that's a difference today too. You could set your canopy to be tinted or clear. I'm going to use the clear one today because I think it's going to be a little bit easier to taxi, especially at night and in IMC conditions, not such good weather. So, all right, let's tuck this thing away. Whoop. And let's get this thing fired up. All right, pre-flight's done. Maintenance is released. Flight times are good. Rudder pedals are adjusted. Flight controls are free and correct. Harnesses are adjusted and fastened. Passengers are not applicable. Headsets are plugged in. All switches are off except the one I just turned on. Fuel valve. Let's turn that on. Good to go. We got a half tank of gas to go 110 miles. We should be good with that. Instrument switch on. This thing was a pink screen. I had to actually, when I changed into this GX750, I had to go find the mod to make this work and install it. That's what I was messing around with last night a little bit. So, but pretty easy to do. I installed it and it fires up. This is much different than yesterday's stream. This middle screen is much different. So very happy with that as well. All right, instrument switch is on. Strobe light on. Fuel quantity is good. Fuel pump on. To prime the engine, we have an oil pressure light on here. We also don't have the engine on to make the oil move, so that happens. Check the area. Prop is good. Stay out of the way. Stay over there, guy. Get off your phone. Choke is required. Starter. Actually, you know what? I'm going to wait a second. I'm going to get my flight plan in first before we start burning fuel. Hang on. Let's do this. Flight plan. Now, this is where I would like to import from SimATC. I don't think it's going to do that. No. I think I'm going to have to import the flight plan. Yeah, see, we have the altitudes back here now, so that's good. I really appreciate Malpaso for jumping in and commenting on that. So we're going to have to pull in the Simbri flight plan, which is this one. We'll load that in now. There we go. Now we can go back to the map. Do we want the map there? I don't think we want the map there. Go back. Yeah. GPS is good. Flight plan. Back. There we go. We'll leave that for us, especially flying in these conditions that we're probably going to see today. So now we'll bring in our flight plan here. We have Zuxin. Let's take a look and see what FEPIX. We definitely want to be down a little lower on, but bring up Navigraph over here. So we want 10,000 feet is our cruise altitude. So yeah, by then I think we should be heading to 10,000. I think we're just going to leave it blank. But FEPIX, when we come into FEPIX, that's going to be where we're coming in to RNAV 10. And I want to make sure that we are good for that. So procedures. Yeah, their weather right now, winds are at 7 knots. Broken clouds. Yeah, they got a few clouds at 2,500, broken at 11. Yeah, so we're gonna definitely be running into some weather over there. Charts. ILS 10. We have RNAV 10 is what we're looking at right now. So we're gonna be coming in at FEPIX, and at FEPIX, where is it? This one we need to be down to 3,000, so 3,600, I guess we need to be there. So that we'll go ahead and plug that in. But this is our approach, and this is all down here. That's the airport we're coming in. This is the one we're leaving off of. All right, so 3,600 we need to be here. At 3600, enter. No, did I do that right? There it is. So that should put us, that should give us a top of descent. And then here, I want to load a procedure. I want to set an approach. I want the RNAV 10. And I want our transition to be FEPIX. That should load it all in. We'll just load it so it's ready. So that automatically puts it in. 3,600, 30,000, 3,000, 2,600 down to the runway. Awesome. That's much better than what we had yesterday. I like it. So flight plan should be set. We'll go back. We'll pull up the flight plan normal there, and then we'll Yeah, so 41 miles, we should be at 10,000 by then. So at 10,000. Enter. Done. And we'll set that in a little bit. And we'll call file for IFR here in a second. All right, I think we're good. Let's fire it up.
You're good to go. Contact the tower for clearance.
All right, I think we're engines fired up. A little pulled pork sandwich. Sorry guys, I didn't get to have lunch before the stream. I had some stuff going on. All right, oil pressure lights off. That's good. All right, oil temps coming up. Volts are 14. Needs to be 13.5 or greater. Instrument switch on. Flaps are up. Over here. Intercom radio check. We gotta find our Green Bay clearance, 121.75 right there. You can click on those just to switch them? I didn't know that. That might be a new feature with, might not have realized that because of yesterday. Let's save that. 10,000. All right. 12175. No, switch it. There we go. That's our active. We will call using BeyondATC. We're going to call for IFR clearance to Cherry. Is it Cherry Capital? I think is the name of the airport. And this is Green Bay clearance we're calling. Green Bay clearance, November Whiskey 0049, requesting IFR clearance to Capital City Airport, Traverse City, Michigan.
November Whiskey 0049, Green Bay clearance, thanks for Whiskey. Clear to Cherry Capital Airport. Radar vector Zuxin, Dennis filed. Maintain 5,000. Expect 10,000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 126.55, squawk 6505.
Taxi to runway 36, radar vectors Zuxton, altitude of 5,000, departure frequency 126.55 and squawking 6505, November Whiskey 0049.
November Whiskey 0049, read that correct. Contact ground 121.9er when ready for start or taxi.
Contact ground 121.9 when ready for start. We're already started. All right, so over here we do. I gotta get used to that. 1219. Enter. We can transfer that up, and then we'll stand by because our tower frequency. I'm sorry, our departure frequency. Actually, we need tower after that. That's 118.7, so we'll get ahead of that. 118.7. Enter, so it's ready to transfer up when we're ready to go. And then we'll have to transfer to depart or set up to on the climb out. We'll be leaving on departure. It's raining here. You can hear the water hitting the cockpit. All right. We did a radio check. Transponder on. Maps are good. Turn coordinator, no red flag. Altimeter is... Oh, we didn't get an altimeter. What is our ATIS? I think it's 124.1. Let's put that in real quick.
Altimeter 2978.
2978.
Runway 0636. Read back all hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information whiskey.
Information whiskey. Alright, so now let's go back to
Austin Straubel
ground
Airport.
121.9.
Information whiskey. 1830.
There it is. And we can change this to tower of 1187 again. And it's loaded and ready to go when we need to hit departure. Alright. Propeller. Got my little physical checklist, guys, and if you need that checklist, let me know or drop me a comment if you want that checklist. If you fly the Sting, happy to share it. Where I found it, it is an actual checklist for the aircraft. So, all right, I think we are pretty good to taxi. We're going to turn on our land lights, nav lights. Strobe's already on. We're going to contact ground. Sorry, contact ground, and taxi out to runway 24. Let's. We are sitting over here. Oh, it's right here. Nice. Let's double check this, but I think, yeah, we're right there. We're going to be pretty quick out. Green Bay ground, November Whiskey 0049, requests taxi to runway 24. Oh, it said runway 36.
November Whiskey 0049, runway 36, taxi via Golf Delta, Mike. Hold short runway 6.
Taxiing to runway 36 via Golf Delta Mike, holding short of runway 6. My bad. See now these charts, because I did get the airport, the actual scenery for this airport last night. These charts are now correct. So we're going to be going down here and we're going to be taking off this way. So, all right. So we got permission to taxi. We are going out Delta. And then we got to go hold short. In the rain, no less, guys. In the rain. How's everybody doing today? We are getting ready to depart Green Bay. A very lovely day in Green Bay. I did get additional wow. Little laggy. Little laggy. Oh.
November Whiskey 0049, cross runway 6 at Delta. Continue taxi via Golf Delta Mike.
Taxiing via Golf Delta Mike, November Whiskey 0049.
Negative, cross runway 6 at Delta.
Crossing runway 6 at Delta, November Whiskey 0049. This is a little laggy here. I don't know if it's due to the rain, but it is also the first time I'm loading in the Green Bay, info here. All right, so she told me to cross runway 6 at Delta. That's, yeah, same thing. This is 6. Yeah, we gotta. We're all right. Still the same way that we were talking about. I did download the those taxiway signs. Are much easier to read now as well. I downloaded those to make them more realistic. It's called realistic taxiway signs. So those things are actually much easier to read than before. Got some big boys at the terminal over here. going on, everybody? I don't know why they told me to... I think they gave me a premature, like, crossing. Like, they already gave me permission to cross runway 6. I was nowhere near it yet, so... Not really sure why they did that, but... Gotta do a slow taxi so we don't get dinged. Can't just speed around. Speeding up and down, all around. It's the one thing when you're flying into these big airports. Taxi times are a real thing. So this should be coming up to Mike. Yep. I did notice that all the vehicles are not driving around randomly on the runways either. So she did give me authority to cross runway 6. But then she told me to cross 6 at Delta. I'm very confused, but we're gonna go ahead and cross because I don't believe she's got any further orders for us. So. Scratches in the cockpit, or that's another mod that we can get to remove the scratches in the cockpit. I need a new cockpit glass. Alright, so we've crossed. We're going to go down here. We're going to do our run-up. She should be pushing us to the tower in a second. And we will go from there. We got a little bit of a taxi to get down to the end of this runway. Just gonna do our run up and be out of here shortly. What's going on over on YouTube, guys? Anything going on? How was everybody's 4th? I do have to remember to activate the approach when we get over there. We haven't had, if it looks like this when we when we go to land in Traverse City, that will be the first actual ILS or RNAV landing that I've had to do ever. So I like practicing the RNAV when it's when you can see everything, and that's what we have done in the past. So hopefully everything works out when we can't see anything. I would enjoy that. This would be the worst weather that we've flown in on the stream for sure. Alright, so she's probably going to hand us off here in a second. Coming down, we got one more.
November Whiskey 0049, contact Green Bay Tower 118.7.
That's the one I had. Over to Tower 118.7 for November Whiskey 0049. So we can just switch it, bonk, and then I can put in departure as soon as I get over there. But we want to make sure that... Let's get parked. We'll put in departure as soon as, just to stay ahead of the game. We got to do our run up here. So first, we get our departure frequency, 12655. Let's plug that in right here. Whoops. Let's plug it in right. And we'll go ahead and enter. That way when we climb out, once we hit climb out and we leave her, we will be good to go. So we are switched. What the heck is wrong with my voice today? All right, let's do our pre-takeoff stuff. Radio check taxi call. Flight plan is good. Tow brakes are held. Canopy closed and latched. Made that mistake the other day. Couldn't correct it. Flight controls are free and correct. Laps are set to 15. We'll do that right now. Instruments are good. Fuel pump on. Elevator trim set for takeoff. Slightly aft, as I understand it. Propeller is set. Autopilot is off. Vertical speed is set. Our heading is going to be runway 36, so let's go ahead and set that to 360. We'll be flying runway heading for a few minutes. Autopilot is off. Area is clear and behind. Everything's in the green. 50 degrees oil temp and CHT. Throttle to 4,000. Alright, throttle's at 4,000. Welcome in, everybody. Check our magnetos, making sure that doesn't go down more than 300. That went down about 100. Goes back up to 4,000. It should not go down any more than what it was before. And there can't be more than 120 difference between left and right. Both are non-issues. Good. Throttle back to make sure that idle's above 700. It does. Pre-takeoff safety brief is good. Our lights are all good. Our transponder is on. And we're ready for departure, guys. We are ready to go. How's everybody? Green Bay Tower, November Whiskey 0049, ready for departure, runway 36.
November Whiskey 0049, backtrack runway 36. Call when ready for departure.
Still ready. Backtrack runway 36, November Whiskey 0049. November Whiskey 0049, ready for departure.
November Whiskey 0049, Green Bay Tower, wind 030 at 11, fly runway heading, runway 36, cleared for takeoff.
November Whiskey 0049, cleared for takeoff, runway 36. No! It's gonna yell at me. You watch. Nope, he got it. I'll be damned. Final is clear. We got plenty of runway here. Wind is kicking. I think it's at 11. That's what he said. Let's get rid of this thing. All right. Oh.
You're good to go. Contact the tower.
Had the choke on. That's why the engine stopped. Airspeed's alive. Nose wheel up. We out.
Transporter, have a nice flight.
We're in the soup. What's going on, everybody? We just left Green Bay Airport in some pretty nasty weather. Climbing out.
November Whiskey 0049, contact Green Bay departure. Have a good day.
Contacting Green Bay departure, 126.55. Good day. Flaps are up. What's going on, everybody? Just left Green Bay. We are in pretty nasty weather, but we made it work. All right, let's flip that over there. We are at 1,500 going to 5,000. Green Bay departure. November Whiskey 0049, passing 1,500, heading to 5,000. I did remember to put my flaps up this time, guys.
November Whiskey 0049, Green Bay departure. Good day, radar contact. Climb and maintain 10,000. Altimeter 2978.
Climb and maintain 10,000, November Whiskey 0049.
November Whiskey 0049, turn right heading 090.
090. Right heading 090, November Whiskey 049. Actually can still see the ground. I didn't think we were going to be able to do that. Little nasty. Little nasty. So I did remember the flaps. That's a usually we're up at like 8,000 feet, and I'm like, why aren't we climbing anymore? And yeah, got it that time. Getting better. Still climbing, even though we can't see anything. These guys should be routing us to where we need to be. Let's go back to our flight plan. And yeah, we're heading out over downtown. Downtown's right in here. Heading out over downtown and out over Lake Michigan and back over to Traverse City. Did our flight log on FS Hub. It did not. Why not? Why did our flight not log on FS Hub? We have an active flight plan. We should have. My flight plan. Set and save. That's where it should have went. It's there. Come on, man. The rain stopped. All right, we are up. Heading to 10,000. Not going to be able to see a damn thing today. Let's see if these screenies get any better. Yeah, see, we're pitching up. Yeah, we're still only 5 degrees. We're all right. We had a flight plan set. The webhook looks good. Slightly annoying, guys. Yeah, looks good. Must be down. Issue with the site, maybe. Worked fine for all of our flights the last few days. Yeah, we got a little break in the clouds here. Maybe we get some sort of a pic of the new plane. Oh, look at that. Some sort of a pic with the new plane. Got the new livery. We had our plane painted and installed a GPS. All right, we should pop out here a little bit. This plane might stand out in the photos a little bit better. Resuming normal navigation, cleared direct to Zuxin, November Whiskey 0049. All right, so Zuxin, we can go ahead and hit direct to, I believe, activate that leg. Yep, boom. That should pull us. We should be heading direct to Zuxin. That, enter, and then where's the direct to? That's what we want. Yep.
All aircraft be advised, information X-ray now, current altimeter 2980.
2980. So, all right, let's cancel out of that. Let's look at this flight plan. Insert. We wanted to activate that leg. There we go. Looking for our direct button. That's going to push us to Zuxin. There it is. There we go. Now we can take off heading mode. We can put on nav mode. It'll turn us into Zuxin. Hey, we got some breaks in the clouds. Nice. Kind of want to get outside and take a couple of pictures on the new ride. We're at 6,800. There we go. This guy not know I'm trying to take pictures? Over to Minneapolis Center, 12555 for November Whiskey 0049. Minneapolis Tower, November Whiskey 0049 passing 7400 en route to 100. November Whiskey 0049 passing 7400 en route to 10,000. 10,000.
November Whiskey 0049, Minneapolis Center, roger.
We came from some crappy weather, and it looks like we're heading into some crappy weather. All right. Tomorrow's thumbnail. What's up, Krilo? How you doing, man? Game looks good, bro. Sorry, I'm chewing in your ear. .66. We're still climbing. We got about another 1,300 feet before we hit the top of the climb. Doing good, man. Yeah, no, your game looks great. What's the premise again? I think you've told me. Is it a survival game? A VHS lost footage game with some horror aspects. Okay. And my wife and my daughter would both love that. I'm having a pulled pork that I made, smoked pulled pork, in that I made for my stepson's high school graduation party that we had frozen, and it's probably the last of it actually. Having that with some cheese. I did my own. I don't know if this one was my own rub or if this one was. I don't remember, but smoked it overnight. The night before the party. I put it on at midnight. It didn't come off until about 7 o'clock in the morning, the next morning. And then we ate it. I made 40 pounds of it. I don't think I put it in our Discord, but yeah, I made 40 pounds of it. All right, we just hit the top of climb. We are 20 miles out from our first waypoint. Definitely gonna get some speed. Yeah, 40 pounds. Yep. Yeah, it was quite a bit. We had I don't know how many people we had there. We had a lot of people there. But it was a pork. It was a pork shoulder. I put it on a smoker, cooked it low and slow. It was really good. I gotta start. That's a good idea. I gotta put a food spot in the. 'Cause we got a lot of good cooks in the community. I gotta put a food spot in the Discord. There's a few really good cooks in the community I could show off. I cooked a decent amount at the firehouse when I was working. It is one of the things that I do. I enjoy getting back to. It was almost a chore because we had to cook every single day, but I do enjoy cooking here and there. It wasn't actually too bad, Krillo. The meat, because it came in, we got the cryovacs from Costco, so it was just a bunch of big pork shoulders. I think we bought 6 of them, and each of them were. I think each. I don't remember. Hawks Girl's in here if she could tell us, but I mean, yeah, it wasn't that bad. Not as bad as you'd think for pork shoulder. We did boneless. I'll never do that again. I like the bone in. It just gives the meat better flavor, but definitely worth it. Sorry, you guys are sitting here listening to me eat. My apologies. Don't hit the rudder. All right. Flight attendant. Yeah, my flight attendant brought me that How do you say your name? Is that Kai Rilo? Kai Rilo? Budenhoff is easy, but Kai Rilo? Or is it stated different? It's a cool name. Let's see, because they do have, every once in a while, they have outages in the, this is the achievement I'm going for, guys. We're going to try to make our way up into Canada, get our Canadian flag for our profile, our FS hub profile. Right now we only have the American flag, and I want the Canadian flag, but yeah, our goal here, we're making this leg right here. I don't know if it's going to register for us, this leg, because it did not register on takeoff, so I guess we'll find out. But call you Beano, so I got you. All right. I'm never going to remember that. I'm going to try, but I'll never remember that. But then all we have to do from here is fly up here, and we're in Canada. We get that Canada flag, and then eventually I want to get over here to Ottawa, and that's going to get us that limited time achievement. I said it shows, yeah, special achievements or achievements that must be completed within a certain date range. These are generally one-off seasonal events, and once the event is over, they will not be able to attain that particular achievement ever again. So I'd like to grab that, you know, just for fun. I'm brand new to the FS Hub and their system, and it's a great logbook. So I'm gonna keep it. But yeah, it'd just be fun to hit that right off the bat. Really not sure. Daily flight challenge, Philadelphia to BWI. Yeah, we're not gonna make those. And then yeah, like they have. What's up, Hawks Girl? Beanos there, also known as Kairilo. He was asking. I forget how much the pork shoulder was when we were talking about the pulled pork. You remember how much the pork shoulder was to make 45 pounds of it? He said it looked good. Where's our GPS tracker? If this thing is tracking us, we got a shot. We're off the coast of Congo here, so I don't think it's tracking us very well. Huh. But I think you have to have an API for this as well. Yeah, so it's got my flight plan. It's just not tracking me. Yeah, here's our flight plan. But for whatever reason, it did not log my takeoff. It's not giving any information on what I'm doing. That's gonna suck if it. It's not gonna log this. Interesting. All right, let's get rid of that. It's just eating up resources. About 120 bucks for 40 pounds. Yeah, and it did feed us for a long time. All right, weather's starting to break here a little bit. Getting ready to head out over to Lake Michigan if we're not already. We are well on our way over Lake Michigan, actually. Yeah, if we can get another, this would be a really cool spot, like either up here to Drummond Island or up here to Mackinac Island. either here or here. Those would be really cool airports to fly into. And also a short hop, not far away. I do want to check our weather. See what we look like here. Yeah, we definitely got some storms in the area. In Sweden, it'd be $200 to $400. Really? Wow. No, it was yeah, 120 bucks. That's it was pretty cheap. Yeah, we're gonna be back in the rain. It looks like if this is running, and I think it is, it's running this way. We're probably gonna be getting there right around the same time those thunderstorms will. This could be interesting, guys. I've never flown in weather like this, so. I guess we'll find out. I mean, we got the RNAV set up, so it should be like any other RNAV flight we've flown, but could be interesting. Guess you gotta move to the, yeah, pork is, yeah, definitely one of our cheaper meats. Yeah, that's true too. Very true as well. We're at 10,000 feet. RPMs are good, engine's good, engine temp is good, even with the fuel pump off, that's good. Plenty of fuel. Did I ever change? 1, 2. I did, right? Yeah, I called back. Alright, here's our weather. We're going to keep that up on this side. We are probably going to actually be descending shortly. I don't know. Is she on the couch? You want to come say hi? The chat. There's Nate Wolf Pup guys. Yeah, jumping over by me. Say hi.
Hi. Oh, okay.
I think she's probably on the couch.
She's not.
Oh, I don't know. The balcony, maybe? Hawks girl, they're looking for you. That was my 13-year-old daughter, almost 14. And her cousin, but her cousin stayed off camera. A restaurant sold kebab, but it was horse meat? Oh, God. I've never had horse. I've had a lot of different animals, but never horse. Once we could actually, I think we can actually activate this. The approach, that is. because that is our next waypoint. And we have to be down at 3,600 feet to get there. We're 42 miles away. I'll wait and see if he gives us an order to descent before, but if not, I'll call to request descent shortly. And I'm hoping the RNAV, the approach mode, actually works on this this time. Burning much less fuel than we were with the auxiliary pump on, and the engine temp is staying up, so we don't have to worry about turning it back on. So I think we good. Do we have a top at descent line? Yeah, we don't.
November Whiskey 0049, contact Minneapolis Center 127.65. Have a good day.
Over to Minneapolis Center 127.65. Have a good day. Thank you. One, 2, 7, 6, 5, and then we can transfer this right away. Minneapolis Center, November Whiskey 0049, 10,000.
November Whiskey 0049, say altitude.
Here we go again. 10,000, flight level 10.
November Whiskey 0049, Minneapolis Center, roger. November Whiskey 0049, contact Minneapolis Center 132.9er.
132.9 to Minneapolis Center, November Whiskey 0049. What do you have, a sliver of airspace here? One 132.9. Minneapolis Center, November Whiskey 0049, 10,000.
November Whiskey 0049, say altitude.
Flight level 100. 100.
November Whiskey 0049, Minneapolis Center, roger.
It's 100. I keep saying 100. It's 100. There's Michigan. Uh-oh. Okay.
We're going to the mall.
Oh, all right.
We wanted to go ziplining at $60 a piece.
Oh,
so we
yeah.
settled on
Yeah. All right. Thank you. When are you leaving?
here.
Okay. Yeah. Love it. Thank you. Girls are bored. Oh, there's some heavy weather up there. This could get interesting. All right. Well, we are 33 miles out. I think I'm going to request descent here. Minneapolis Center, November Whiskey 0049. Request ready for descent.
November Whiskey 0049. Fly present heading, descend and maintain 4000, altimeter 2975, Cherry Capital Airport landing, runway 10.
Descend and maintain 4000, landing runway 10 for November Whiskey 0049.
November Whiskey 0049. Descend and maintain 3600, vectors for the approach.
I'm on the RNAV, guy. I'm on the RNAV. Descend and maintain 3600 and ready for vectors. November Whiskey 0049. Go ahead and take some power out for the descent. Plane right over there. Gotta watch the altitude that they give us. Is they've been putting us very, very low. Traffic.
November Whiskey 0049, altimeter 2975. Expect the ILS Runway 10 via FEPEX.
ILS Runway 10 via FEPEX for November Whiskey 0049. So we got to change our approach.
November Whiskey 0049, cleared direct FEPEX, cross FEPEX, at or above 3600, cleared ILS Runway 10.
Crossing FEPEX at or above 3600, ILS approach runway 10. November Whiskey 0049. I have never made that call before, ever.
Negative, cross FEPEX at or above 3600.
Crossing FEPEX at or above 3600. November Whiskey 0049. There we go. All right, let me plug in this ILS approach. Remove that approach. Yep. Now here we're going to load approach procedure. Our approach is going to be ILS runway 10. That's it. Transition is FEPEX. Done. I think that's what we need. Load approach and activate. FEPEX it is, 3600. Let's see how it goes. GPS mode. I don't see our... Check Discord, you're making a new map? Alright, yeah, I'll give it a look. I'm it's a little swamped right now, plugging in all the things, but... Michigan mainland right there. We are 22 miles out. We should be more than enough time to get down to 3,600 feet. I think we have everything set up. ILS Runway, what was that, 110, so that auto, that's the right one, right? Standby frequency, we need that one to be our primary, right? And then we need to be ready to change to our localizer. What's our minimums here? That may come, that could come into play. Let's get rid of weather. Minimums are 909. Is that what I understand? We're going to be all right. What's going on, everybody? We are coming into Traverse City, Michigan with some weather. Coming into runway 10. I think we are, yeah. All right, so that I activated the approach. For whatever reason, I cannot figure out when we go into it's already activated. All right, I can see that bug right there, that blue bug. That's what it's following right now. And I don't know if approach mode just can't be activated right now because we are so far out, which is very possible. We're about 1,000 from where we gotta be. So when I hit activate, we're on a GPS course. Here we go. So where is the... That's autopilot, flight director. That's not approach though. This is approach. So approach is not ready to be... It can't be activated yet, from what I gather. It's raining over here, guys. Nav is still on. Coming into Traverse City, Michigan, guys. We got a little bit of weather. We should be hitting the ILS. We're coming up here to Bear. Hopefully that this thing flies us right to the final, and I think we're going to be able to see the runway even with the rain. I think we'll be all right, but definitely the heaviest weather that we've flown in so far. But there you go. The Streamlabs, the Streamlabs store's got some stuff, and then Spring has some stuff too. Vinos. This actually, I don't know if we're going to be able to. Beautiful Michigan. We gotta stop messing around. It's gonna start raining here. We're about 7 miles off. Let's go ahead and pull up Minneapolis Center, Traverse City Tower, ground. So we are gonna have to be down to 3,000 from here, and then we're turning into 10. So tower is gonna be 124.2. Do we have an approach? Just going to be center, where's where we're at. So 124.2. So that'll be ready to go. We're level at 3,600. That's we're right on cue there. This is good. Let's get some speed back in here so we don't stall. Flying right into some clouds, some rain. Thunderstorm. Seems so advanced, I think you might be ready to fly this plane in real life. I hope so. That would be nice. We should be ready. I hoping this thing turns us on what we need to do. I changed from my original plan was RNAV, of which I've done RNAV approaches. So, and I changed it because he said ILS, so I'm hoping that I didn't screw myself with that. I'm not really sure how to change the right here. I think we can go on VNAV. It's not ready for approach mode yet. Little weather. Should be getting ready to make our turn here. 2 miles. Yeah, this isn't for the flight sim stuff. If you do it, you know, semi-realistic, it's certainly, yeah, arrival at waypoint FEPIX. It's certainly not a, so there's a lot going on. So we should be turning here any second now. And the autopilot should do that for us. Play DCS before you... yeah, nice. Yeah, DCS, I love DCS. Okay, here we are. Now... the runway altitude we're heading there, and we got to be at 3,000 feet. Now this should be shooting this should do all this on its own. 1345, the runway is what? $624. $624. I think we're actually going to be able to see this. Leaving? Love you. Have fun. Alright, can we put this on VNAV yet? No. Interesting. We can't put it on approach either. Alright, we'll use this to fly it. We have 3 miles to get down to 3,000. And then we have 2,600 is the next step. We're just basically, I'm just going off of the chart here, guys. That's what I'm doing. I don't know if it's the right thing to do. I don't know why the autopilot is not doing what it's supposed to do. or what I thought was an ILS approach, unless I just completely misunderstand it, which is very, very possible and likely. So we're working off of here. And basically we're working off of this chart, so we got to be down 3,000. Got to hit this at 2,600, and then the next one is Peter at, and then right in. So I think we're going to be able to see the runway. I do have tower already armed. Yeah, DCS is a blast, man. I love playing DCS. I don't know. In the other modules, you could change your CDI source. So flight plan source, internal. Oh, here we go. So now, can I... We need... There we are. Alright, now can I arm approach mode? There we go. I needed the localizer. Aight, we good. I think. This should be bringing us right on to runway 10. What's up, XP? You pretty much only fly airliners in this game? That works. I think I figured it out. I just couldn't figure out how to change the CDI source, but I think we're good. We should be lined up. I needed to change it to the localizer. I knew I needed to do it. I just didn't know how. This thing should be in VNAV now, and it should be flying what we need it to fly. There we are. It should be descending us. Runway should be out here, I think.
November Whiskey 0049, contact Traverse City Tower 124.2, take care.
Over to Tower 124.2. Have a good day. Traverse City Tower, November Whiskey 049, established on the localizer, runway 10, ILS. Yeah, this is gonna stall if we don't watch what we're doing here.
November Whiskey 0049, Traverse City Tower, continue.
November Whiskey 0049. This thing is trying to climb, because am I lower than what I'm supposed to be, I guess? I have VNAVs on, approach is on. I thought we were supposed to be down at 2,600, but I could be wrong. It definitely did not pick up. Runway's right there. I think we're all right. I'm not sure why it's running that way though. I don't know why our line is running that way and it's off. It seems to be doing what it's supposed to do, but the line is not the way I understand it would be. All right. We're 6 miles off. We're heading the right direction. I can see the runway. I think we're good. I don't know, man. It's my first ILS landing. Guess we'll find out.
November Whiskey 0049, wind 025 at 7, runway 10 cleared to land.
November Whiskey 0049, cleared to land, runway 10. We gotta slow down. Yeah, I actually can't wait. XP, I can't wait to actually get into the airlines side of things. Have not done it yet. We really gotta slow down here. We're getting pushed by the wind too. I'm gonna let this thing fly us down a little bit further. We are 3 miles out. All right, I'll take it. I got it. We're on the glide slope. A little low now. Very low now. Glide slope's coming back. There we go. Still low again. Back on the glide slope.
Transporter from dispatch. Nice landing. Go to the parking and put your parking brake on. I'll be in touch.
Exit left at Bravo, November Whiskey 0049.
Dispatch. Clear the runway and taxi to parking.
All right. For, I don't know what that looked like here. Flight updated. Yeah, it didn't log us at all in the, didn't log us at all.
049, contact ground 121.8.
Contact ground at 121.8, November Whiskey 049. Have a good day. Okay, let's go ahead and stop this recording. Or do we? We'll wait. What are we calling this place? Traverse City? Traverse City ground, November Whiskey 0049, request parking, ramp 42.
November Whiskey 0049, welcome to Cherry Capital Airport.
Thanks, man.
Ramp 42 taxi via Bravo.
Via Bravo. Taxiing via Bravo for ramp 42 0049. I don't even know where the hell he's talking about. Bravo's over here. Hi. I just like to check and see what the... Check and see if the charts are somewhat accurate or not. Well, we are in Michigan. I don't know why my flight plan for FS Hub did not update at all. Landing... Oh, you know why it's not updating? Because I don't have Landing Resource Manager on. That's exactly why it's not updating. I thought I did that. That's why. Or Landing Rate Manager, I think it's called. Yep, that's my bad. That's I've been sitting here, I'm like, they must be down. It must be down. Nope, I'm just an idiot. That's all. All right. Fuel pump off. Clean up. Now we can stop recording. That was actually a very smooth flight on the recording. Not bad at all. Let's go ahead and save that. That is annoying that I forgot that. Do KTVC. So we'll save it. Push this back over here. Landing rate monitor. That's annoying. Yeah, so that flight is going to be probably lost, which is fine. It's just not what I wanted. All right, let's go through a checklist. What's going on, everybody? Welcome in. We are in Traverse City, Michigan. Hoping to do one more flight, I think, a short hop, I think. We'll go ahead and put the flaps up. We're clear of the runway. We did that. Transponder can come off. Flaps are up. Nav lights and landing lights are off. Strobe not yet. Brakes good. Radios and transponders off. GPS is off. I don't know why that thing did that with the arrow here. I gotta look into that. Not sure why I did that, because I thought the arrow, I was supposed to be lined up on the arrow, and the arrow was going the other way, unless maybe I had the wrong runway frequency set up in the nav. I don't know. Very possible. All right, ignition off. Done. Strobe off. Instruments off. No takeoff, but we did land. Our flight. Battery off. Let NeoFly do its thing. We're gonna make about $9,000 or so. NeoFly connected.
Transport from dispatch. Okay, nice job. Someone is coming to take the cargo.
We got
I'll call you when it's done.
110 XP from the flight itself. We had a smooth landing of minus 76. Very nice. 47 knots. Not bad for weather. 18 bonus security, 18 aircraft stress, 11 payload realism, 110 XP. We burned 22 gallons of fuel. Airport fees were $78. Not bad at all. We
Pilot, that's all the cargo removed from the
just
aircraft.
got paid
Enjoy the
$9,100
rest of your
bucks.
day.
And made 10 more XP on top of that. We are about halfway to our next
Start
rank.
your engine.
Awesome. All right. I'm gonna go. We're gonna get rid of this Sky for Sim here real quick. Let's check out. And I don't know now what. Let's see where they have us, because this. Yeah, we lost that flight. And I don't know if we can put it in, to be honest with you. I think it's just lost. Damn. I'll never make that. Well, I won't say I'll never make that mistake again, but it's going to be, that'll be. I got to make a checklist for all the things that I have to have running in the background to make sure everything that talks to each other. I got to get a checklist for that. To go with my other checklist for the plane. Okay, back in NeoFly, let's see what we have now. $7,800 bucks or $78,000. Couple of flights here. We can go back to Green Bay. We don't have a ton of flights here. Go over to Alpena. That's 88 miles. There's two flights over there. A $12,000 flight. That might be it, guys. We could make, just with this weight right here, we could take them both. We could make over about almost $20,000. It's a little. That's pretty far though. There's not a lot coming out of here. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I don't really want to go down. I don't want to go back west. I don't want to go south. Don't want to go west. Flint, back to Green Bay. South, back to Milwaukee. That's back to down by Detroit. Back to Wisconsin. Well, thanks. This is back to northern Michigan. South Bend is south. Yep. Ann Arbor. Yeah, there's not a ton. For a 100-mile flight here. We don't have a lot. Saginaw, down by Saginaw. Muskegon. My dad used to own land right outside of Muskegon. It's really looking like, what is up here? Time we get going. Magazines. When we buy magazines at... How much fuel do we have? 68. Like this area right up here is where I would like to start heading. $261 for beer, but we gotta land very carefully. Drummond Island. Drummond Island really doesn't want much. How about... Yeah, they're not a ton of, This is in Canada, so... How far are we away from Ottawa right now? Yow. How far away from Ottawa are we? Windsor. It's the only... I can't fly this way, this far anyway, but, Ronald Pearson. Where'd Ottawa go? That's Oshawa. Where the hell did Ottawa go? It's a ways. That's way up there. We're gonna have to do one more hop to make that work. I'm thinking it's going to be APN, guys. They have fuel. What's going on, everybody? Welcome, welcome. Just trying to figure out where we're going next. I'm really kind of wanting to get into Canada. This is an 88-mile flight. I want to make sure that we, when we go to Ottawa again, we need to make sure that we're flying in over 250 miles to get that. And I think we are. I mean, I'm not really too concerned with that. Even if we fly into a runway, an airport around here, but we will get our Canada flag if we fly into one of these airports first. But we're going to get it regardless when we fly into Ottawa. But what I'm trying to do is avoid going west or south, and I'm trying to fly directly east so we can start hitting and start heading east so we can see our Northeast States update, Northeast Cities update. I'm sorry, but yeah. So I want to continue an easterly direction. Yeah, that's back all the way to Rockford from where that's where we flew out of. We flew up to Green Bay and then over to here, and this is all the way back to Rockford, which is great. $18,000. Could definitely make some money, but it's not where we're going. Looking mainly to go out that way. Something in here would be perfect. That's back to Aurora. We stopped in there the other day. All right, we got an 88-mile flight. I don't know if we can take this radioactive material. We have no. It is stackable, and we have to land carefully. If we have a landing like we just did, that's not bad at all. If we take this one and that one, we stand to make almost $30,000. But it is maxing us, not quite maxing us out. 255. Let's load that one. This job is only available in company mode. I wish you could take and only have. I wish you, with all these filters, I wish you could do. You could filter with company mode. I don't think you can do that I know. So I wish there was a way to do that. They have all these other filters, but I do not see one for company mode. Requires company mode. All right, so we can take those off. We can't do that. I didn't realize that all of those hazardous cargo ones needed to be company modes. No qualification, no qualification, no qualification, no qualification. So does any of these other ones require company mode? Okay. All right. Well, that makes it work for us. So I can definitely take these. No, I can only take one of those because it's passengers. Damn, man. Beer. We could just buy a whole bunch of beer and take it over there and sell it for a $262 a piece profit. But the problem is we have to land very carefully. So we're able to take, we have 430. We have 430 pounds to work with. If we took beer over there, you take 10 of them. And then we could sell said beer, make 262, so 2,000. That's not really a lot. They want beer. flowers up there. We can take 631 flowers and sell it up there and make, no, it's not 631. $21, and then, so we would make about $4,000 on that flight flying up to Mackinac, Mackinac. I'm in a quandary, guys. I'm in a quandary. I really want to fly into that, onto that island because it's a really cool place. Never been. My parents have. But the weather up there right now is ridiculous. Let's unload this flight. We're basically flying into here. They do have RNAV approaches, so that's good. IFR approaches 15, 8-knot winds. Visibility's 10 miles though. Broken clouds at 700 feet. The ceiling is 700 feet. Oh no. What's their minimums? RNAV, what's the... Let's plan it. Let's see what it looks like. I don't know. TVC, oh, not C, K. TVC, 2K, Mackinac. That one. We're gonna go in the Sting. It's gotta be VFR. That's 88 nautical miles. So, we're not going to go 10,000. We are going to have a full payload, though. I think I'm going to think on this, guys. We're going to go from we're going to think on this before I jump to conclusions. It's almost 4 o'clock here, and I got some stuff to do around the house. I don't think I'm going to be able to get this flight in today, as much as I'd like to, and especially as much as I'd like to fly in the weather that we have right now, because that's the first time that I've done that. So I'm going to look and see what other options we have right now. This flight's kind of like a bunt. We're going to have to buy some things that kind of make it work for us. So I want to look at it and see what our other options are. I don't want to rush the decision of where we're going to go. But yeah, so I'd rather do maybe even a little bit longer flight to get into Canada and then make our next stop Ottawa. That's what I'd like. This flight has to be the flight to Ottawa has to be 250 miles for the what the hell am I trying to say? The achievement to work. God, I couldn't even talk. This flight achievement here, it has to be a 250-mile flight, and I do not have time for a 250-mile flight for sure. So we need to fly from an airport of our choice to Seawao, and so that's going to be coming up soon. I just don't know if we can make it there right now. So that's going to wrap me up, guys. I appreciate you stopping in. We are going to, I'll take a look at this. We'll plan the flight, and then tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow morning, we'll bang this out. I don't think I have anything going on tomorrow morning, so I should be back relatively early, hopefully around 9, 10 o'clock, and we'll go from there. So I hope everybody enjoyed the flight. That was my first landing ILS at all on stream for sure, and the worst weather that I've flown in consistently throughout. So I appreciate everybody for stopping in. Thank you very much. Check out episode number 7 is going to be coming up. That'll be here tomorrow. If you want to pop in tomorrow, I would love to have you. And if you're new to the channel, guys, please hit that subscribe button and hang out, and join our Discord, !Discord, or you could find that in the links in the bios. So enjoy your night. We will see you guys on the next one. Peace.